Hey guys, Fantasy Sports Guru here. You can check my blog out at fantasysportsadvice.sportsblog.com. Check that out. Keep sharing my stories. I am ranked 27th right now, and first place gets $300. And I'm running a contest. If you share all my stories on Facebook and Twitter, but share them each all once, and then you send me an email with proof that you guys actually did that, and you'll get into the running. And whoever has the most proofs to me I will get a $75 gift card or a prepaid Visa, or I can just do it right to PayPal if you guys share that and send me an email, and I'll put the email down in the description. Share that as much as you can and tell other people to share that. And I'm just trying to get my blog out there, and I'm trying to get up to first place, and first place pays $300, and I want to give some of that back to you since it is all free. So feel free to do that. The comment section down below in here will have my email address to send that to. So what this is going to be is NFL Week 7 starting lineups, and I have 3 different ones depending on the rank that you do. You can do the expert, you can do standard, or beginner. So with expert, you have a $55,000 salary limit. With standard, you have $60,000 salary limit, and with beginner, you have $65,000 salary limit. So the $5,000 difference. So you'll have to see each one how they're going to turn out. So we'll get right down to it. The expert league, if you're into that as of right now, for quarterback, I either have Tony Romo at 8,800 or Cam Newton at 8,700. Now these are all FanDuel prices, like everything else I do. Everything I'm ever going to do will be FanDuel prices. Tony Romo is going up against the Eagles, and it just looks to be a shootout. Their secondary is not that good this year. They do give up the big plays. They do give up the big points. So look for Tony Romo to have a big day. I'm not going to say he's going to have a big as day as he did against Denver, but he should match that. Cam Newton, he's coming off a pretty big week against the Vikings. He comes up at 8,700. He can run. Will he do good with that? We don't know. So the safe bet would be with Tony Romo. Running back, Danny Woodhead from the Chargers. They are going up against the Jaguars. The Jaguars can't stop anyone. They especially are hard sometimes to stop the big run. Danny Woodhead's salary price is $6,100. Look to get him in there. He's always going to have those big games regardless of Ryan Matthews on the other side. Running back Giovanni Bernard, he is only at 6,500, and he usually averages about 15 to 17 carries a game, and I'm expecting him to have a pretty big game this week and to convert most of those carries into big yardage. So get him in there at 6,500. Wide receiver is Justin Blackmon. Jaguars, it's the Jaguars. As long as Chad Henne is starting, he is always going to get his looks. Last week, I think he had 190 yards. He didn't have a touchdown, but in 2 games this season, he has averaged 22 fantasy points, and he is 7,100, so it is going up. This will be his 3rd game of the season. I think he's going to have another big game regardless of the Jaguars' record. Wide receiver T.Y. Hilton, 6,000, Indianapolis Colts going up against the Denver Broncos. It's going to be a shootout again. I think Peyton Manning's going to get those Broncos up by 2-3 touchdowns, and that's going to force Andrew Luck to have to throw it. He's either going to throw it to T.Y. Hilton or Reggie Wayne, so they're both going to get their looks. And if T.Y. Hilton can break off some runs against that secondary of Denver, that they're not as good as their offense, obviously. I think T.Y. Hilton at 6,000 is going to be a pretty good steal. Wide receiver Terrence Williams, even though Miles Austin is back, the head coach of the Cowboys, he just reiterated that Terrence Williams is going to play a huge part in going forward, and Terrence Williams has been picked up by, I think, 75% of ESPN leagues. So look for him. He's only 5,500. I don't know why he's at that low as a price, considering what he's been doing when he's starting, but he will get his looks, he will get his catches, and he will definitely get those big points for 5,500. Tight end Scott Chandler. I just kind of went with a tight end. You can never really guess with what we're going to build here. Look for Scott Chandler, 4,700. That's kind of my sleeper pick of the week. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to handle, but even if he does low, I think the other guys are going to pick him up and do high. Robbie Gould, kicker, 5,200. A kicker's always, it's going to be just a kicker. You're never going to know what you're going to get with this kickers. But I do believe that he's going to get at least 7 to 8 points. And with a kicker, I mean, anything more than 5 is going to be what you're going to look for. His price is only $5,200. Kickers are really average between 5 and 6,000. So you just got to kind of pick and choose with that. Defense, Minnesota Vikings. I know what you're saying. They went up against Cam Newton, the run, and they got just monsters. It was not good. But they do get their choice of picks and fumble recoveries, and that's going to be where you look for it on this one. There is not much upside to the Vikings other than that they're almost minimum on there, and we built this depending on if you took Tony Romo or Cam Newton. So that is my expert salary cap. So let's get right into the standards at $60,000. Again, QB Tony Romo, Cam Newton. Running back Giovanni Bernard, again. Running back LaShawn McCoy. Now this will be an explosive back. He is $9,500, but you do extra $5,000 with this one, and he's always in beast mode no matter what he does. So regardless of how the Eagles actually do, he always gets his catches and he gets his big runs. Wide receiver Justin Blackmon, again, same reason. Wide receiver Eric Decker. Peyton Manning has so many targets, it's hard to just, he can throw to anyone he wants and they're all going to catch the ball. Eric Decker usually is that sleeper wide receiver 2. He's always going to be there. He's always going to catch it. He's going to be behind Wes Welker and is going to be behind Demaryius Thomas, but look for Eric Decker to have a pretty solid game. Again, Terrence Williams and tight end Scott Chandler. We're just going with the flow on that one. Kicker, Robbie Gould. But with this one, when we're saving money, Kansas City Chiefs defense. Now, they are, I don't know how, but they are absolutely amazing this year. If you can tell me why they're so good this year and why they weren't bad, and I know we got a new coach, they got a new quarterback, it's just they're electric this year, and when they're at home, they're unbelievable. They're averaging like 5 turnovers a game. They got pick sixes, they got fumble recoveries, interceptions. They're 6,000, but they are definitely worth it. I think last week they got 26 fantasy points, which is unreal for a defense, so go with that. That was my standard. Now, if you are doing the beginner leagues, and there's not that many beginner leagues to actually go, but you can always pick and choose and search and maybe make your own, and hopefully people come and try that. If you want to do a head-to-head, a 3-person league, that's about all you can really do with the $65,000 salary. But again, I have Tony Romo or Cam Newton, running back LaShawn McCoy, Bernard, wide receiver Dez Bryant. I think he's in for a huge game. His price is way up there, but I think he's in for a huge game, so look for that. Brandon Marshall also in for a huge game, and with this money that we can save, get him in there. Him and Forte being the running back who can also catch the ball, and Alshon Jeffrey when he has a good game. He's only had 2 good games this year, like big games this year, but when he has a big game, he really has a big game. Jay Cutler and Brandon Marshall are just 2 peas in a pod. Throw it, catch it, touchdown. Basically, that's how it goes. Again, Justin Blackmon, Scott Chandler, Robbie Gould, and defense of Kansas City Chiefs. So check all these out. Make sure you make your lineups. It is tomorrow, and I hope this helped you. These are the lineups I'm using, and if I'm going to cash, you're going to cash. Remember to do the heads up. Possibly do the 3-person league. Definitely do the 50-50 where half of you guys are going to cash in the money and then the bottom half will not. Or the double ups. Now the double ups is the same thing as 50-50. Say you put $10 in, half of the league, if there's 150 of them, will get $18. If there's 200, 100 people will get $18. Right now, it's when we do this kind of thing, this kind of league is good for the smaller ones. The big tournaments are basically going to be luck. It's going to be you need to pick a lineup with just the big names, kind of. You're either going to be huge or bust. You just got it. That's how the people win. They just gamble on someone. They're either going to do huge for them or they're going to bust, and they're going to bust that lineup. So all these lineups are made up with research and prices, so do not use these in huge leagues. I would use these, like I said, in the 50-50, the double up, and also head-to-heads. So I hope you like this. I hope this is helpful. Check this video out. Check my other videos out. Like them. Subscribe. Go over to my sports blog over at fantasysportsadvice.sportsblog.com. Help me raise that rank up to number 1. I'm using these lineups. You should use these lineups. And I would love to know, Tuesday, or Monday night after Monday Night Football. If this helps you out, please comment and say how much money you won on FanDuel or whatever you did, whichever site you used. These are all FanDuel prices, like I said, so check that out. Remember to subscribe and help me grow this channel. I'm trying to help you out winning money while I win money. So I hope you have a good weekend with this. Go NFL Week 7, and good luck.